Hi, welcome to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about Azure Reservations. What are Azure Reservations? Azure Reservations is nothing but reserving the resources well in advance. Okay, so what's in it for me? Why should I reserve the resource well in advance? Obviously, to gain a cost benefit. For any time you have predicted capacity, you would be able to save a lot compared to your unpredicted capacity. So I'll have to introduce you to the payment options that are available in Azure. As all of you might be knowing that we generally do the pay as you go mode billing option for all our Azure resources. That means you would not be committing anything upfront, you would not be paying anything upfront, and you would keep on paying for what you use. This would be more apt in case if I have unpredicted capacity needs. But when I have some predicted capacity needs, let us say I would like to set up a VM, and that VM I would like to run it for a period of 1 year or 3 years. So then that is a predicted capacity for me. So why should I end up paying more by choosing the option pay as you go? In that scenario, I can reserve that well in advance for a period of 1 year or 3 years and save a huge amount of money. Okay, so the very first advantage that if I choose to go with Azure Reservations, I'm going to do more for a lesser cost, and I can plan my budget very effectively because I see the forecast of my budget spending and I can plan my budget effectively. And we even have the flexibility either to exchange or cancel the Azure reservations. Okay, now you might be thinking, what are all the licensing programs under which this reserved instance or reservations are available? Azure reservations are available for you either through enterprise agreement or even through CSP mode. So what else? You can go ahead and then make it up. But for pay as you go, that is a web direct model. Few of the countries, the RA is not yet available in pay as you go mode. And I guess even Brazil, China, India, and a couple of other countries are there in that list. So in India, if you would like to have Azure reservations for you, either you should be in EA, that is enterprise agreement, or in CSP mode. CSP is nothing but your cloud solution partner or cloud solution provider or cloud service provider, something like that. Okay, all right. Next, what are all the resources that are available for you under Azure reservations? Let's have a look. Windows virtual machines, obviously. So where there is a compute, you can save a lot. Reserve the instances, and then you can save up to 80% when compared to pay-as-you-go mode. This for Windows virtual machines. And in the same way, these Azure reservations are applicable even for Linux virtual machines. Okay, up to 72% is what Microsoft is saying that you would be able to save when you go with reservations for a Linux virtual machine. And under PaaS, for Azure SQL Database, for Azure Cosmos DB, you have the Azure reservations option available, and you can reserve well in advance, maybe up to 80% you would be able to save in case of Azure SQL Database, and up to 65% as it's mentioned here. When compared to pay-as-you-go mode, you would be able to save it in Azure Cosmos DB. And in the same way, for your all Azure storage needs, so Azure storage reserved capacity would fetch you around 40% or 38% savings when compared to pay-as-you-go mode. You all might be knowing that recently in the month of November last year, Microsoft has slashed prices of storage up to 50% depending on the region and other capacities. Storage charges have slashed by 50%, and on top of that, this savings you would be able to get it when you reserve your storage needs upfront. Okay, so this is what I thought of showing you and then explaining you about Azure reservations and Azure reserved instance. Let me take you to one of the slides, not this slide. Here, let me take you to the page. This is virtual machines. Okay, so I hope you are able to see my screen. Azure reserved instances. Here you can see that it is showing that when you combine Azure reserved instance and Azure hybrid benefit, you would be able to save up to 80%. So now if you are wondering what is Azure Hybrid Benefit, please go to my previous video and then you would get to know about what exactly Azure Hybrid Benefit no, offer is all about. Okay, so thank you for watching, and then thanks for all your time and patience, and we would meet again in the next video. Thanks a lot. And if you find this videos interesting and helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Good day. Bye bye.